Hello everybody, today we are going to be starting a series I'm going to call Chaos Reads Creepypastas. Today we will be reading the original SONIC.EXE made by JC the Diddy. Okay, let's get right into it. I'm a total Sonic fan, much like everyone else. I like the newer games, but don't mind playing the classics. I don't think I've ever played glitchy or hacked games before, though. I don't think I want to play after the experience I had. It started out on a nice summer afternoon. I was playing Sonic Unleashed. I like how you get to explore the towns in it. Until I noticed out of my peripheral vision that the mailman had arrived and put something in my mailbox as usual and left. I paused my game to go see what I got in the mail. The only thing in the mailbox was a CD case for computers and a note. I took it inside. Sorry. I'm trying to keep this tone of voice because this would be really neat if this could be like a bedtime thing. I don't know. I looked at the note first and realized it was from my dear friend Kyle, let's just call him that, whom I hadn't heard from in 2 weeks. I know that because I recognized his handwriting, although what was weird is how it looked. It looked badly written and scratchy and somewhat difficult to read. Interesting. As if Kyle was having a hard time writing it down and did it in a hurry. I am going to try and do my best Kyle voice. May or may not be the one from South Park. Tom, I can't take it no more. I had to get rid of this thing somehow before it was too late. I was hoping you'd do it for me. I can't do it, he's after me. If you don't destroy the CD, he'll come after you too. He's too fast for me. Please, Tom, destroy this god. Forsaken reference. Forsaken disc before he comes after you. It's too late for me. Destroy the disc, and you'll destroy him. But do it quick, otherwise he'll catch you. Don't even play the game. It's what he wants. Just destroy it, please. Kyle. Well, that is certainly weird. Even though Kyle is my best friend and I haven't seen him in 2 weeks, I didn't do what he asked me. I didn't think that a simple gaming disc would do anything bad to him. After all, it's just a game, right? Boy, I was wrong about that. Anyway, I looked at the disc, and it looks like any ordinary CDR disc, except it had the black marker on it written SONIC.EXE, and was much unlike Kyle's handwriting, meaning he must have gotten it from somewhere else, like a pawn shop or eBay. When I saw Sonic on the handwriting of the CD, I was actually excited and wanted to play it since I'm a big Sonic fan. Okay, so it seems that Tom's being a stupid dummy dum face. I went up to my room and turned on my computer and put the disc in and installed the game. When the title screen popped up, I noticed that it was the first Sonic game. I was like, awesome! Way past cool! Amazing! Because like I said earlier, I like the classics. The first thing I noticed was out of place when I pressed start was a split image when I saw the title image turn into something much different. something that I now consider horrifying before cutting to black. I remember what the image looked like. The sky had darkened, the title emblem was rusted, and the Sega 1991 was now instead Sega 666. And the water had turned red, like blood, except it looked hyper-realistic. Yes, this is also sort of a joke video. But this will be a series. I will be reading all of JC the Diddy's EXE stories. And then I'll move on to the canon 2011. But the freakiest thing in that split second frame was Sonic. His eyes were pitch black and bleeding, with two glowing red dots staring right at me. 1 second. I would like to say something. In the title screen, Sonic always stares at you, Mr. I'm a dummy dumb who's never played the first game. This Tom character seems like a really unenthusiastic Sonic fan. Like, geez. Bro does not know what Sonic 1 looks like, even if it would hit him in the face. Which I'm hoping it later does. I am really hoping it hits him in the face soon. And his smile had stretched wider back up to the edge of his face. I was rather disturbed about that image when I saw it, though I figured it was just a glitch and forgot about it. After it cut to black and then stayed like that for about 10 seconds or so. And then another weird thing happened. The save file select from Sonic the Hedgehog 3. And I was like, what the fuck? What's this doing in the first Sonic game? Anyway, I noticed something off. The background was dark, cloudy sky of bad stardust. Okay, this is just bad English. Let me fix that for you, Mr. JC the Diddy. I noticed something off about the background of the save select. The background was the dark red cloudy sky from the bad future of Stardust Speedway in Sonic CD. There were only 3 save files. The music was that creepy Caverns of Winter music from Earthbound, only it was extended and it seemed to have been in reverse. And the image for the save file, when you see a preview of the level, is just red static for all 3 levels. What freaked me out for sure was the character select. It showed only Tails, Knuckles, and Dr. Eggman. I was sure that something was up. Like, how can you play as Dr. Eggman in a classic Sonic game, for crying out loud? That's when I realized it wasn't a glitchy game, but a hacked game. Yeah, it definitely looked hacked. It was really creepy, but as a smart gamer, I wasn't scared, or at least I tried not to be. I told myself that it was just a hacked game and there's nothing wrong with that. Anyway, I picked File 1 and chose Tails. When I selected and got started, the game froze for about 5 seconds, and then I heard an awful pixelated laugh that sounded a lot like that Kefka guy from Final Fantasy. Oh, you mean the one that goes I'll keep doing that. I suck at impressions, though. Before cutting to black. The screen stayed black for 10 seconds or more, and then it showed the typical level title thing, only different shades of red, and the text that showed up was only Hill, Act 1. The screen faded in, and the level title vanished, revealing Tails and Green Hill Zone from Sonic 1. The music was different, though. It sounded like a peaceful melody in reverse. Anyway, I started playing and had Tails start running like you would have done in any classic Sonic game. What was odd is that Tails was running along the level and there was absolutely nothing but flat ground and a few trees for 5 minutes. And that's when the peaceful music started going deeper, slowly into darker tones. And then, suddenly, I saw something. Something that I stopped to see what it was. It was one of the dead animals. Usually the first dead animal you see is I believe it's a Pocky? That's what it's called? A Pocky, yeah. I believe I am correct. A Pocky. I saw a dead Pocky lying on the ground, bleeding. That was when the music started to slow down. Tails had a shocked and saddened look on his face that I never saw him have before. So I had to move along, and he kept that same worried look on his face. As he kept moving, I kept seeing more dead animals around as Tails moved past the zone. And then them looking more and more worried as the music lowers and he moves past more dead animals. I was shocked to see how they all died. They looked like somebody killed them in a rather gruesome way. A squirrel, I believe that was called Sally? That would be messed up either way since Sally.exe and such. But I'm gonna be serious, I think it's called Sally, I'm not sure. Sally was hanged on a tree with what appears to be its entrails hanging out. A bunny had all four of his... I believe that's a Pocky. A Pocky had all four of his limbs torn off, and a Flicky had his eyes gorged out and his throat slit. I felt sick to the stomach when I saw this massacre, and apparently so did Tails. A few more seconds, there was no more animals. The music appeared to have stopped, but I kept continuing like a dum-dum. A minute after the music stopped, Tails was running up a hill, and then he stopped. It wasn't until I saw why. Sonic was there on the other side of the screen, with his back against Tails. No, away from Tails, with his back turned away from Tails. I am not pro-Son... Would it be Tailsic or Tail? I don't support ships that feature Tails and Sonic. Tails slowly walked towards Sonic. Tails looked happy to see Sonic, but then his smile faltered, obviously noticing that Sonic wasn't responding to him. Not as if not acting as he was totally oblivious of Tails' presence. Tails slowly walked towards Sonic, and I noticed that I wasn't even moving my keyboard to make him move. So this had to be a cutscene. Alright people, that's where we're going to end it today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this video. If you want to see more like it, please leave a comment saying what your favorite part was. I will read Knuckles' part after I finish Tails' part in the next episode. Bye!